Hey, this is my domestic violence channel, IRS Anonymous, and I started this channel because I was in domestic violence situations. I had two, and I didn't know I was in domestic violence the first time until I got a therapist for my second domestic violence situation. And this is when I created this channel, and I wish those were the last times. Unfortunately, I am now living in hell on earth in a situation, well, in a domestic violence situation. This time it's different because it's with my child's father. I'm living in his space, and this time I'm fighting back because I'm in the midst of it. And it's a lot to deal with when you're in the space and when you're actually in that space. I've realized my temperament and my anger and how I am when I'm in this kind of space, because I'm homeless. I'm in a state that I do not have any family close by. Like, you have family members about, like, far down. Like, you're not close with them. They live in the state in far places. That's way far from me. Ultimately, I do not have any, like, close family here. So I do not know anybody here. I do not have any friends here. All I know is my child's father and my child. I do not really know his mother. I haven't made a relationship with her. And honestly, I do not look forward to having a relationship with her at all because of certain situations. And I'm just like, this lady has seen you curse me out in her yard. You have threatened me in her yard, yelling that you're going to kill, all this other stuff. And this lady has not once checked on me and asked if I was okay. She hasn't. Only time she calls me is when he's crying to her about me leaving. And she's like, please don't leave. He damn near lost his mind last time you left, and I do not want to see that. But when he tells his mom that I'm leaving and they have my son, she ain't calling me. She not saying, oh, the baby needs both his parents in his life. She not saying none of that. She only saying that when I'm leaving with the baby. All in all, no, I do not care to have a relationship with her. And so that makes it isolating now, because I'm in a space in my life where I'm down bad. I'm homeless. I do not have a job. I've applied for over 200 something jobs and have not gotten one in all kind of areas. I got rejected by Chick-fil-A twice, and I used to work in IT. So it's that I have lost my car, not once but twice. I got my car back the first time. Second time, gone. My health has declined. My body has been attacking me. My body has been attacking me. My environment, my child's father has been attacking me. I am pretty down bad. So the sun keeps going in and out. So yes, I've applied for so many shelters and transitional homes, denied for all kind of reasons. They are full. There's no place for a child. Well, they all say they're full, but they will also say it's not a place for a child, so it's recommended that you stay with family and friends. The transitional home, if I do not pay the rent, basically the rent every month, they can evict you. So they was like, they don't want to have that happen. So they disqualified me. Other places said I haven't lived there for umpteenth amount of months, depending on 3 months, 6 months, or whatever. Ruth's house of Ruth. I knew somebody who knew somebody else who worked there, and it was just trash. Basically said, well, once you're in your car, you have fled from this your child's father, then you're no longer considered in imminent danger, so we cannot accept you. We cannot accept you. I'm like, are y'all trying to help women or are you trying to be fucking dumb? I guess I get it, and I guess because I don't know. That excuse is lame, and if they need to just say, you know, we're full, or we are being discriminatory, or we are being, you know, selective of who we let in, just say that. I would respect that way more than the BS dumb stuff like, okay, so if I stay here and I'm in imminent danger, I don't even want to figure it out for them because I don't have time to figure it out for them, actually. House of Ruth, Ruth of House, House of Ruth, whatever it is, trash. And some other places have said that, like, kind of around the same wording. So I just been getting all kind of different wording of rejections, basically. My old therapist, since I've been in this situation, was like, you cannot keep moving your child around. That's not good for him. And she was like, sometimes it's just better to stay with the devil you know, which is my child's father. So I kind of agreed with her because we were moving from house to house to house to house. That it's not stable for him, and it's just not good. He's way too young to be going through all of that. So the last 2 times that I had stayed with a friend for 30 days, and then I stayed with an aunt. Well, she was like my aunt. She's not a blood aunt. I stayed with her for 30 days. And so I came back. Things just weren't working out with my friend. It was just weird. He's actually an ex. It was actually an ex who had a place for me and my son to go. He had multiple rooms and stuff. Thankfully, he didn't try me and he didn't take advantage of me. So I'm thankful for that. I will say that. But I didn't like how he hung my son upside down by 1 foot. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He was talking about it was building trust. He don't need to build trust with you. Put him down before I go off on you. And I'm pretty sure I said something to that extent. I'm really not too shy to go off on people when I don't like something, especially now. And then when he changed he worked on cars. He had changed he gave me an oil change, and all in all, he did it for basically $50. I paid for the parts and all the stuff he needed to do it, and he used like somebody's what are those, like, I guess they're like in a alleyway or a community of shops, and so he used one of his friend's shops to, I guess, lift my car up so he could do it. And he tells me that they were asking him, what's she gonna do for you? We can go in there and her. First of all, why would you even, now because you around people like that, I'm judging your character. I'm judging you. And second of all, why would you even be okay with even telling me that? It's like they say, the devil has to let you know what they're doing. That's what it was. I mean, maybe it's not in the same context, but that's what I was like, that's not good work to be, just telling somebody. It's just like, I didn't even ask you for this information. You're just telling me this. Strange. I didn't like that at all. So he's always like, I'm still kind of cool with him, and I let him know that I did not like any of that stuff that he had done. He's still like, you can still come. My door's still open. It's just a little tough to go back with that because I do not trust you around me or my son. So it would be another layer of stress that I have to worry about with my life, and then worrying about the safety of me and my child. It was just too much stress. So I'm like, okay, my child's father was already whining for us to come back. So I was like, all right, let me just go back. He said he was going to change. He changed for all of 3 days. not even 3 days. He changed all of, what, 2 days at that time. And the most recent time I went to my aunt's house. And she was like, you can stay as long as you need it. After a week, it went from, okay, we got things, you know, it's different. I haven't had a kid in here, to the 3rd week. And she was helping me talk to like homeless shelter. And she was like, well, she got to get out of here soon because she can't stay in here because I don't have this is an apartment. And, you know, I don't want to get in trouble because the baby running around and stuff like that and loud. And so that lady was telling her, you know, it's a lot of people who are homeless right now, ma'am. So, yeah, whatever. So it went from that, and then like the 4th week, she was just saying, yeah, I mean, I'm not used to having a child around, and it's a lot, and I don't want to get put out my place. So if you got to go back to your child's father's house, just make sure that you stack your money. And she was just telling me how to go. So I'm just like, it went from I can stay as long as I want to I do not have any more time. So it's stuff like that happens in a situation like mine. If you don't have, you know, if you stay in people's houses, some people just don't want you to be in their house too long, don't want to help, whatever. So that time, my child's father was crying and whining for us back, saying they were really bad and they was really sad and down because we were gone. So I came back. That time he said, I will change. You didn't really see the good man that I am. I want you to come back and I'm going to show you the good man that I am. That literally lasted all of 6 days. And so that was back in November. So I've been back at his house now, where I'm at now, since November. And it's just like it has gotten so much worse. All the time. I'm like, can you at least give me some peace so I can figure out what I need to do? If I'm going to move back to where I'm from, or if I'm going to stay here to look for a job. So I'm always in fight or flight. So I'm like, I don't know where I'm going to be. So I don't know where to apply for jobs. Like, so I have applied for work from home jobs, not getting any of them. And so some of the jobs I have applied for, you would either be at the place physically all the time, or you can do hybrid. And I'm like, I don't know where to go because I don't know what's going on. Now it's like he throws me out every day now. It used to be like once or twice every week. Well, it just trickled. It started like once a couple of times a month to almost every week to a couple of times a week to now every day. It's a threat, and it's a kicking me out all the time. And so like that's very stressful. And I'm just like, I do not tell him about my family or anything, because he talks about that. You ain't nothing but a po ass nigga, and you ain't got shit. Nobody don't like you. And well, he don't say nobody don't like you, but he said you ain't got no fucking family houses to go to. You only got other niggas' houses to go to because you're a gold digger and all this other BS. And I'm like, if I was a gold digger, I am doing it horribly. I am doing a bad job at it. And then my child's father, he drinks and smokes. Crazy. It's something I have not in my life ever dealt with. Because I do not drink and smoke. I know I have people around me. Most people I know drink and smoke casually. He does it so, it's too much for me. I have not in my life had to deal with this. So it's just a lot to deal with, and very tiring, very exhausted. I'm still exhausted from the past couple of nights ago, because he definitely had his pow out and talking about I should do this and do this to you. No, I'm not going to do. I'm going to let the next dude do it and all this other stuff. And I think I have a video on here, a triggering voicemail. So you'll get, yeah, I think the video has triggering voicemail in the thumbnail. You can probably understand how he sounds from that voicemail. Very like how he can sound, whatever. So I was that was the first time I legitimately was like really frightened, because he actually came in the room with the pow pow. And I stayed up until he went to sleep, and he had the in his hand and finger on the trigger, and I just took one of his shirts and wrapped up the pum pum and put it in the closet. So I actually told him that I had threw it away, but he kept asking and kept asking. So I just finally just told him the truth, what happened to it. So all in all, yeah, I'm not doing the best right now, and I'm in the midst of everything. My back is starting to hurt. Okay, so here's the ghetto room tour. Oh, don't pay that no mind. You just do shit like that when you're fucking drunk and you're mad at a person. By the way, I don't drink or smoke. So this is the room me and the baby stay in. Just the closet. Ain't nothing in here. Really, ain't nothing in here. I just got a lot of boxes and stuff. Ready to hurry up and leave whenever. Baby bed. We got that a couple of months ago. That came after getting this bed. I actually bought this because I was like, I don't feel like paying too much money for multiple beds. He don't even sleep in there. So, yeah, so this is the bed we sleep in. I keep my luggage down there. This little table. This is my new happy place right here. Oh, don't mind that neither. That's where, when you get drunk and doing dumb shit and can't sit up, you hit your shoulder on the fucking wall, and that's what you'll get. This is my area I like the most. So this is where I work. I pretty much spend most of my time here. This is like my new comfort place since I don't have my own car. So he thought I had left one day for real. So he kind of messed up the table and put this was a hole. And so like a couple of days ago, I just was like, I'm tired of the baby. The baby kept like touching it and stuff. And I was like, I don't want him to get a splinter or anything. So I felt good and just started drawing and coloring and painting. So that made me feel good, because I have this little art area over here. I just started buying like a lot of paints and just coloring and painting stuff. It made me feel good. Put me in a good spirit and a good place in my life. So I got more to paint and stuff, and I did that. So I just got these, so I've been waiting on these. If I had these before I did that, then I would have just been painting these, but they didn't come. I got these literally yesterday, so that's my new iPad, because I think he used my old iPad to hit the desk over here, and that's where it's dent. So yeah. And I keep my luggage right here too. And this is the bathroom. Don't mind the toilet. I don't like sitting on people's toilets that I don't know. So yeah, this is the bathroom. And I just got some Lush yesterday to make me feel better. And that's the ghetto room tour.